Now, in this manner, we can pop also. So, in case of pop, what we have to do? We have to delete some element. What is the function of pop? It is used to delete elements or delete items from stack. Top, it represents the current location of the data, correct location of data in stack. Fine. So, what is the current element in the stack? The current element is basically E. The top element will be is E. Okay, so whenever we do some pop operation, what element will be deleted? Pop operation. What is the function of pop operation? The function of the pop operation is to delete some element from the stack. Fine. So here E will be deleting. E will be deleting, and whenever we delete some element, we have to decrement the value of the top. What is the value of the top? Top is now showing 4. But whenever we delete the element, and then what should be the value of the top? Now top is taking 3, means top equal to top minus 1. Okay, so next, whenever we delete some element from the stack, again that thing will be happen, that if we delete the D, then what should be the value of the top? The value of the top will be, now present value of the top will be 2. In this manner, the stack operations will be performed. So first is the what? First, in case of stack, two main operations are there. One is push and pop. Push operation is used to insert some element. Pop operation is used to delete some element. And one variable is there, that is called top, which will take the topmost element of the stack, which will take the topmost element of the stack. And in case of push operation, now see, there are two type of representation are there in case of stack. One is array representation, another is linked list representation. In case of array representation, what we have, the we will be storing the element, and we are taking the thing, we are storing the element into some array. Fine. So here insertion, or you can say it is a push operation. Push operation. Okay. So here we are taking an array that is A, the top and item and the size of the maximum size. If top equal to max, then print stack overflow. What do you mean by that? If suppose you are considering an array, the array we have to take some size. Okay, so if the size is at most and you are unable to go that beyond that, so you are reaching to the maximum size of the array, then you are unable to add some more element. Okay, so then the stack overflow occurs. Otherwise, what we have to do? Otherwise, we can increment the top by 1, and they, we place that item into the topmost position. Suppose here top equal to top plus 1, and whenever we go outside, then a top equal to item. Fine. So in this case, suppose this is a zeroth element, this is the first element, this is the second element, and whenever we push an element, then first, if the maximum size is not there, so if it is not the maximum size, it goes to the maximum size, then what will happen? Top equal to top plus 1 means 2 will come to 3, and in this third position, we'll be taking the element the D. So here 0, 1, 2, 3. So in the third position, we'll be placing the element D. So now top is also pointing for, top is pointing to this third location. So if further we insert some element, what will happen? We increment the top by 1. So then what will be the value of the top? Then the value of the top will be 4, and then we will inserting the element into the top. Fine. Okay. Now the op operation is also same, like if top equal to 0, or top equal to here you can take 0. If we then print stack underscore, it means what? We are unable to take some, we are unable to delete some element. Otherwise, what will take? What will do? Item equal to a top. Item equal to a top means we are first fetching the item, that is placing in the top position. After that, what we'll do? We'll decrement the top by 1, because we have already deleted the item that is placed over the top. So initially that even so it is showing that top is in the position, suppose here 0, 1, 2, 3, or you can take I'm starting from 0th index, I'm starting from, you can take from 1 index also. So here the -1, here the top condition will be -1 also. So based on your choice, fine. So top equal pointing to the element 15. Okay, means what is the value of this top variable? That is 3. So whenever I am delete something, item equal to a top. What is the value of a top? 15. So what is the popped up element? That is 15 here. Fine. And I need to delete that element. So what you have to do? Top equal to top minus 1. So top equal to top minus 1. Initially the value of the top is 3. Now it will be the value of the top will be 2. Okay. So in that manner here it will be 1. Here it will be 0. And when the top equal to top minus 1, when the value will be top equal to minus 1, I can say that the stack is underflow, means we are unable to delete anything from the stack. Okay. Okay. Uh, any question? Up to that, any question? Please let me know.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, tell me.
Ma'am, the question is, ma'am, can you please open the second slide? Second.
Second, this one?
This one. So here
Okay.
the linear data, no, this one. In the linear data structure, elements are accessed or placed in contiguous memory location. So, ma'am,
Yes.
we can also implement it using
The
the linked list.
linked
So,
list.
in the
In
case
case
of
of
linked
linked
list,
list, that is not contiguous actually. Linked list is also linear data structure, but here the locations are not contiguous in nature. Okay, so here in case of linked list, suppose you are placing element. In case of linked list, what we have done? In case of linked list, suppose
we are just allocating the memory as dynamically.
dynamic,
So,
yes, yes, here he is storing the address part, and the address will, suppose here the location 2048, it will take the next element that is placed in the 2048, and it may not be in contiguous. Fine, it is not actually correct. In case of stack or array it is possible. In case of array,
okay,
basically in case of array it is
okay,
contiguous, but in other case, in case of linked list, it is not possible.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, any other question? Please let me know. Okay. Now the last operation is what? The peak operation. The peak operation will be fetching what? Peak operation will be fetching the topmost element. Okay. So if top equal to null, then it will print the underflow. Otherwise what? Otherwise it will take the topmost element and return return it. Okay, so it will print the topmost element. Fine. So how many operations are there? There will be three operations: push operation and pop operation for insertion and deletion. And the peak operation will do what? It will take the topmost element of the stack. Now, link representation of the stack. In the push operation, the push operation is used to insert an element into the stack. The new element is added at the topmost position of the stack. Fine. So in linked list, what you have done in linked list, can you please tell me? In linked list, you can insert the element from the end. You can insert the element from the middle. You can insert the element from the top. You can insert the element from the bottom. So in case of stack, if we implement stack using linked list, what we have to do? We have to start from the top, means the starting position, and we have to delete it from the starting position also. So the top is always pointing to this location, means the starting position, or the head. Okay. next part. Fine. The new node will then be called as a top. If top equal to null, then we insert the node as top. So initially we can see here that initially the top is pointing to the element, top is pointing to the element 1. Top is pointing to the element, top is pointing to the element 1. So if we want to insert some other element, then before that we have to insert some element before that. So in the next slide we can see that in into the element that is 1, and now whenever we insert some element 8 over here, we have to insert that over here in the previous position. So now top is pointing to the which location? This top is pointing to 8. Fine. New node and name it to the new node. So whenever you add some element, add some new node, you have to create some create to push the element, okay, to insert the element. So set new node data equal to val. What value we have to store? So basically the linked list, what are the two parts of one is my data part, one is my data part, one is my address part. Okay, so this address will take what? The address will take the inserting to the next. Okay, so initially whenever there is no such element into the stack, what it will do? It will take the value, the value, suppose 2 here, suppose 2 here, the data part, that is basically the val, this data part, the val, the 2. Okay, so if there is no such element present, then what should be it will taking? It will be taking null. Okay, the next is null. And whenever if top equal to null, set new node, next is null, set top equal to new node. So if top equal to null means there is no such element stack. Top equal to null means no such element present in the stack, means you are just inserting some element and this is the of the stack. Then what is that case? Set new node next is equal to null. New node new node. So top is pointing to this new node. This is the in the first node I am inserting. So that is the data part is the the value, and the address part is basically pointing to there is no such element at present. Now if you are that is not a first element, you have already inserted something and create a node first. What are the two parts? Suppose you want to insert 3, and the data, the address part will do what? Address part will link to this thing, the top. So the new node next node, top is taking this node. So now the whenever we create some new node, the address part will take what? Address part will point to the node the top, the topmost element, okay. To update the top position, so what we have to do? This new node, this top equal to basically this new node, update this thing, and that update the top. So top equal to new node. So in this manner we can stack into the stack, and it is following the linked list representation. Fine. Any question? Have you understood this thing? Or again I need to tell? Please let me know you understood this thing.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, when we are inserting the element at the first position, in case of linked list, So it will be
Huh.
using like the push operation, that as you
Hmm.
told. Ma'am, how is it possible? Suppose when we are inserting an
It will
element.
it will be like the
Shahil, every time whenever you are creating the node, for the first time you need to check if the top is null, because like the other linked list program, whenever you are implementing the stack using the linked list, in the normal linked list program you assign the start equals to null, but whenever you are try to do it in means implement stack using the linked list, in that time you need to initialize the top equals to null. So if top equals to null, whatever the new node you are creating, you whenever you are creating the new node, there is one data part and there is one next part. Okay. So in that case, you assign data part and you may link the next part as a null initially, and then you need to declare that newly created node as the top. Because in case of stack, even a single element is there, that must be pointed by the top only. So when you are going to create the next element, then you are creating the next element, but just think that you are going to place one element above another element. That means where this must be linked, that then must be linked to the top only, because you are going to place the element over the top. Means concept is like this, and that's why for next element onwards, the next pointer is supposed to be connected to the top, and once this connection is over, then you need to declare the newly created node again as top, because every time the new element supposed to be connected to the top, and the new element after that supposed to be declared as the top. Is it
Okay, and
clear,
top.
Sahil?
Yes, ma'am. But the when the top, so the question is not like that. The question
Okay.
is, I am seeing a code of the linked list implementation of the stack. So there I have seen that the top will be initialized with null. And when we are when we are inserting the element on the stack, okay, one by one, and at the topmost position of the stack, and then the top will be initialized with null. So how it is
So
possible?
that is
If
the
you think
same thing
about
I
the
am
linked list,
telling.
yeah, I
Top is
understood you about that.
initialized with null, but after that top is supposed to be updated at after each state.
Okay, I think the
So
code is wrong here.
globally, you need to declare the top equals to null at the beginning of the program, and that is the global declaration. That means that can be accessed by each and individual function. Okay, so
Okay,
now
okay,
whenever you will create a node or you delete the node, whatever the updation will be there with the top, that will be reflected in that, but in the same top variable.
okay,
Means
okay.
you are inserting one node, you are deleting
Top will be
one node.
updated.
Exactly,
Top will
top
be
will be
updated.
updated as that is declared in a global scope.
Okay, okay, okay,
Fine.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, Sudeshna madam, you continue.
okay in this code if any problem, the push operation, any other query. So the same thing, if an attempt is made to delete a value of a stack, it's already empty, that is underflow message it will be printing. Okay, underflow message it will be printing. In case of top equal to null, top not equal to none. So how, if top equal to null means no such element is present, already all the elements has been deleted, so you just underflow. Otherwise set pointer equal to top means, suppose the pointer, initially the pointer equal to, the pointer is basically top is assigned to some pointer. Okay, so top equal to top next. Now if we do some top equal to top next means we are pointing the top element, that is top. Here now our present top is that. So we delete that thing and we can free the pointer. We can free the pointer. Initially, that is initially basically the initially the node, the top is pointing to this node, and the in the next node basically now at present the next node will be pointing by this top. So that will be deleted and we are freeing this pointer. We are freeing this pointer. So in this manner, you can delete some element from the stack using linked list. Understood that thing? Means suppose you have two node. Okay, you have two node, and suppose point this is one node. This is for initially the top will be showing that element. And if we want to delete that element, the topmost element, then what will happen? The link part we need to reassign the top. We need to reassign the top to this the next element, to the reassign the top into the next element of. So here the next element is what? This is my next element, and presently top is pointing to this element, and we have to read that pointer. Okay, so stack implementation using Python. The same thing will happen. The same thing will happen. Here we have created a um, like a array. I have created that is array. We have to import that NumPy. So from NumPy import star, and because I am using these zeros, I am creating this stack over here. Same thing will be here also. Like in case of uh, this like you have to take the maximum size of the stack, and top equal to -1 it is taking. So here enter the maximum size, I'm taking suppose 5. I can insert the at most 5 element. Okay, so if the 5 element has been inserted, I can say what? I cannot insert furthermore, and it is the overflow condition. So top is starting from -1. So push will do what? Global top is what? Because I'll be using the global variable top over here. So if top equal to max size -1, why max size -1? Because I have started from -1, and whenever I have inserted some element, that is the position 0. So it will max size, suppose that the maximum size is 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Fine. So maximum size -1, then it will print overflow. Else top equal to top plus 1, array top equal to item. Another this is a display function I in range top plus 1, that is the top plus 1. So print ARRI. Pop operation, same thing, top equal to -1, then underflow, otherwise item equal to arrow array top equal to -1, return item. So here the main functions are there, like if choice is 1, then enter the item, push the element. If choice equal to 2, then pop the element. Okay, so the choices are given here. So the main operations are that. So here this is a display function, this is a push operation, and this is a pop operation. So using Python, I have done that. Okay, so try to do it your own. Okay, so stack applications. So there are so many applications of the stack. There are so many applications of the stack. What are the applications of the stack? Like the main applications are like recursion handling, reversing of the string, evaluation of the expression, conversion from the infix to postfix, or computation of postfix expression, parenthesis handling, backtracking, conversion of decimal to other number system. Fine. So first, recursion handling. In case of recursion, what we have without stack, the recursion is very difficult because the recursion is mainly following the stack. Like compiler automatically uses stack data structure while handling the recursion. All computer needs to remember for each active function call values of arguments and local variables and the location of the next statement to be executed when control goes back. So suppose in this case the factorial, the recursion, recursion is basically here we are taking the example of factorial. Fine. So factorial, I need to find out the factorial of 4. The factorial of 4 means we are passing n the 4. So if n equal to 0, then return 1. Otherwise what? N equal to, otherwise n into factorial of n minus 1. So here n into factorial of what is the initial value? 4 into fact of 4 into fact of n minus 1 means 3. So here 4 factorial of 4, then 4 into factorial of 3. That is storing into some stack. That is storing into some stack. And the multiplication is not at that time the multiplication is not implemented. Similarly, 3 into factorial of 2. Similarly, 2 into factorial of 1. In this manner, 1 into factorial of 0. At that time, whenever we could do, again want to take that and find out the value, then factorial of 0 will return what? Factorial of 0 will return 1. So factorial of 0 will return 1. And here, factorial of 0, 1 into 1, in the factorial of 0, it will, again, we take back all the value and do what? Factorial of 0, then it will return 1, then factorial of 2, 2, then 3. In this manner, it will pop all the element one by one and find out the value. So here, now total value will be into the last. In this case, the last the total value will be popped up and the value will be the rating over here, that is 24. Fine. In this manner, the recursion handling will happen. Like we can take another example over here, like int n. Here int k r, if n equal to 0, then return 0. K equal to n into n, r equal to f of n minus 1, return k plus r. So here initially the value of n is what? 3. Fine. So when we enter, that is 3. When we enter, that is the value of n is 3. Next, what is the value when the value of n is 3? What should be the value of k? The value of k is 9. So we are pushing this 9 into the stack. We are pushing this 9 into the we are pushing the value is 9, and what is the value of r? R equal to f of n minus 1. Fine. So again it will be called. So a 2 will be there, and the value of the square of this value 2 is 4. Now 1, it will be 1. Now whenever we are 1, the value of 1, then if n equal to 0, after that what should be the value? 1 minus 1, it will be 0, and whenever the value is 0, it will come here. So it will return 0. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? 0 returns 0, and it will print 1. It will print, it will basically, it will not print 1, it will take the value, it will return 1. So 4 plus 1, what is the value? 4 plus 1, it will give the 5. Now 5 plus 5 plus 9, what is the value? 5 plus 9, it will give the 14. So 14 will be the answer. So first it will inserting into the stack, and whenever the stack is full, then it will take one by one element and pop it, and then the result will be calculated. So this manner the recursion will be performed. Fine. So is there any question here? Any question? Okay. So now the reversing of the string. In case of reversing of the string, what will happen? In case of reversing of the string, also same thing. One by one, the character will be pushed into the stack, and we are popping one by one later to get the reverse of a string. Suppose here the string is reversed. So one by one element will be taking, one by one character will be taking. Suppose r will be taking 1, r will be taking initially, then it will placed into the stack. Then E will be taking, then it will be placed into the stack. Then V will be taking, it will be placed into the stack. And whenever there is no such element left, then we'll pop this element. So what we are popping up the element, that is E first. We are popping up the element E. The top is showing that E, that we are popping up the element E. Then again the S, then R, then E, then V, then E. So for initially we take all the element and we store all the element into the stack. After when there is no such letter is available and we are getting the end of the string, then we pop up one by one. So that is basically what? That is basically reversing a string. A simple application of stack is reversing a string. To reverse a string, the characters of strings are pushed onto the stack one by one as the string is read from left to right. Once all the characters of strings are pushed onto the stack, they are popped one by one since The character last push in comes first. Subsequent pop operation result in the reversal of the string. Understood that? So like suppose suppose there is a string S T R str. Suppose there is a I want to reverse the string str. Okay, so str one by one later will be taking and pushing into the stack. S will be initially pushed into the stack, then T will be pushed into the stack, R will be pushed into the stack, and whenever there is no such element left and we are getting the end of the string, the null character, and then we pop up one by one. So R will be popped up first, then T will be popped up later one, then S will be popped up at last. In that manner, we can reverse the string. Fine. Okay. Now parenthesis checking. That is another application of stack. Basically, that is used by the compiler. Mainly, that is used by the compiler. Whenever you write some code, what will happen? Whenever you write some code, you have to check, the compiler will check all the braces is there or not. So that will be done by this stack. By this, the compiler will perform this operation. Like suppose here some valid parentheses are given. Like if you open some braces, you have to close it. You have to, if you open some parentheses, you have to close it. If you have opened some curly bracket, or if you have opened some the if you have opened some curly braces or the square bracket, you have to close it in the sequence. Like in this case, it is not possible because there this is opening. First it will open, then it will be closed. First it will first suppose square bracket is open, then its counterpart square bracket is also closed in this manner. Suppose you have do in this like that. Suppose you have closed then open. So here you can do one thing, like you can count the number of opening bracket and the closing bracket, but it is not possible. The because here one opening bracket is there and one closing bracket is also there, but that is not in a sequence. If I have opened one, then I have to close another, closed next. Closed always, closing bracket will be always in the next. The reverse is not possible. The reverse is not possible. So how can you check this thing? We can check this thing through stack. So what is the algo? Basically declare a character stack S. Now traverse the expression. If the current character is the starting bracket, means if we have the starting bracket, not the closing bracket, always we have to think that if you have the starting bracket, then we need to push it. If we have the starting bracket, then we need to push it. If the current character is the closing bracket, if the current character is the closing bracket, then pop from the stack, and if the popped character is matching starting bracket, then fine, else parentheses are not balanced. Means if it is opened, then it will be pushed into the stack, and if it is closed, then its counterpart opening bracket must be popped out. Okay. So after complete traversal, if there is no such element left into your stack, then you can say that the parentheses are balanced. Means suppose in this case, one open, one close, and one close. So here this thing is possible. This thing is right, totally right. But here you can see there is another some element is there, like some opening bracket. Suppose some opening bracket is still present, some opening bracket is still present into the top of the stack, then it is not a correct operation, then it is not a correct parenthesis. Then the parenthesis is not balanced. Fine. So we can go for a program. So what is the program says? So first what you need to do, first we need to take the expression, and we do not bother about any other any other character. We only bothered about the first bracket, the parenthesis. The parenthesis. So first, just go to stack. We are taking the character stack in can a 100. Enter the expression scan a percentage is ampersand a. Suppose a plus b I'll be taking. Okay. So suppose a plus b I'll be taking. That is a balanced expression. There is no such problem. So for I equal to 0, ai not equal to end means we are not going to the end of the string. What we have to do? What you have said in the algorithm, if we get any opening bracket, then what we need to do? We just enter this opening bracket into the stack. So what we have to do? Suppose inserting some element into the stack, what operation we need to do? We have to implement the push operation over here. So if ai equal to this opening bracket, then push the element into the stack. Then push the element into the stack. Else if ai is not ai is equal to this closing bracket, what do we need to do? We need to pop some opening bracket. Fine. So suppose here, whenever I am getting this element, whenever I am getting this character, what you have to do? We have to, if I get any opening bracket, I need to push into the stack. Fine. So we do not need to bother about these characters. We do not need to bother about these characters. So whenever I am getting some closing bracket, whenever I am getting some closing bracket over here, then what we need to do? We need to pop up some element. We need to pop the opening bracket. Fine. So here we need to pop the counterpart opening bracket. So what is the value of the stack now? The stack is basically empty. So if the stack is empty, then we can easily say that it's a balanced parenthesis. It's a balanced parenthesis. So push operation, you can see stack top equal to a, top equal to top plus 1. Pop the same thing will happen like top equal to minus 1. Printf expression is valid, exit 0. Now find top element of the stack. Why we need to check the find top? Why we need to check the find top? Because in this case, suppose a plus b, then again some a. Whether this condition, this string is valid, whether this string is valid, no. So for that reason, I need to check the, suppose for in this case, what will happen? First, initially we have to insert this parenthesis, and whenever we get this parenthesis, it will be popped out and the stack is empty. Now again we are inserting some parenthesis, that is this parenthesis. So whenever I am inserting that parenthesis, then no such closing counterpart parenthesis is ever here possible is given here. So this parenthesis will come to the stack. This parenthesis is left into the stack. So the top will be pointing into this parenthesis. So if top equal to minus 1, no. So if top is not a minus 1, if minus 1, then the stack will be empty. So if top equal to minus 1, so this expression is not valid. So this expression is invalid in this case, because you have some element leftover element into the stack. So you cannot say that your expression is valid parenthesized. Fine. Any problem in this parenthesization? Please let me know. Any problem?
Ma'am, can you please explain that else part, like else if after encountering with the first bracket, I mean any bracket, the open bracket, we will push it into the stack and then
If we encounter any opening bracket, then what you have to do? You have to push into the stack. Fine. And if you encounter into the any closing bracket, then what you need to do? Tell me. What is given in the algorithm?
ma'am, pop, we will have to.
You have to pop the counterpart that you have entered into the stack element. Means suppose you have this, like you have this a plus b, what I have said, a plus b. Fine. Whenever I you are getting the initial, the opening bracket, what you need to do? You have to push into the stack. Fine. Any problem up to that? Any
No,
problem?
ma'am. No,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if we are not considering this thing, a plus b, we are not bothered about that thing. Fine. So if we are getting this closing parenthesis, what you need to do? If we are getting any closing parenthesis, we need to pop out some element from the stack. We need to pop out some element from the stack. So what element will be popped out? This element will be popped out from the stack. What element? The opening bracket that you have inserted, that will be popped out. Now, what should be the value of the stack? There is no such element is present. If there is no such element is present in the stack, then you can say what? The stack is empty and the expression is
Valid.
expression is valid. Expression is valid.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes.
Now, uh, suppose there are some any other. Suppose this condition will happen. Then what will happen? In this case, the stack is empty. Fine. Now, after that, whenever you are getting this parenthesis, again your stack, you have to push that element into the stack. So after that, whether your stack is empty or not, your stack is not empty. Your stack is not empty. So you can say that your expression is invalid. Understood?
Yes,
Understood
ma'am.
that thing?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so that is the one example. Here I am given some only one parenthesis only. You can use this the square bracket and also this curly braces also. Okay, the same thing. Okay. Now next thing is conversion of infix to postfix. So infix to postfix already you have done in the theory classes. So expression can be represented in prefix, postfix, or infix. So what should be the like? Suppose a plus b. What should be the value of infix? What should be the value of prefix? Plus ab, plus ab. And what should be the postfix value? AB plus. Fine. So I need to convert this infix to postfix. Fine. So what is the algorithm here? If suppose algorithm to convert infix to postfix. So I have to you have to provide what? X. X is an arithmetic expression written in infix notation. So some expression you need to provide like a plus b. Suppose you need to provide a plus b, some expression you need to provide. The algorithm find out the equivalent postfix expression means what is the algorithm find out? AB plus. The algorithm will find out AB plus. Okay. Now, sorry, push this bracket. Whenever you are getting this bracket, push bracket onto stack and add at the end of the expression. So for the operation, initially uh, uh, we have to give some bracket, the parenthesis in the beginning of the expression and at the end of the expression. Fine. Now, can x from left to right repeat 3 to 6 for each element until the stack is empty? So, what are the conditions here? There, so how you can get any operand or operator. So here it is the operator and these two things are operands. So if an operand is encountered, add directly to y. Operand means what? This a, this b. Okay. So operand, if you are getting this a, b, the any letter or any character, means this basically a, b, that type of operator, then directly add it to y. Y is your output. If a left parenthesis is encountered, then what will happen? Then it will be directly pushed into the stack. If an operator is encountered, repeatedly pop from stack and add to y each operator on the top of the stack which has the same precedence as or higher precedence than operator. So here some priority rules are there. So what are the priority rules? You can see over here the operator, this the exponential operator, the multiplication, the division operator. So this has the higher priority than that of the plus or minus. So if we are getting any higher priority operator, then we have to pop up the other operator, pop up the previously given operator from the stack. Repeatedly, if a right parenthesis is encountered, then what will happen? Repeatedly pop from the stack to y each operator on the top of the stack until our left parenthesis is encountered. So see some example, then you will better understand. Okay, so suppose initially we have to put some, here we have taken the dollar, you can take it to the, take the parenthesis also. So here, what is my expression? A plus A star B plus C. So what if we are getting in a parenthesis? If we are getting in a parenthesis, then what it says? If we are getting any opening parenthesis, if we are getting any opening parenthesis encounter, push it onto the stack. Fine, we are pushing it onto the stack, no problem. So we are directly pushing into the stack. Now, if we are getting any operand, if any operand is encountered, then what we will do? Add it to y. Y means here the postfix, the x to y basically. This is x and this is y. So add it to y. So we are taking into y. If any operand will be there. Now star. Star is some operator. Okay. So whenever we are taking star, we need to check the if before star some less precedence operator is there or not. If there, then we have to pop up. But there is no such operator, so we place that star into over, place that star over stack. Fine. Now bracket, then star print. Now B will be operand. B is post added to directly postfix. Okay. Now the closing bracket. Whenever we are getting some closing bracket, what will happen? If the right parenthesis is encountered, then repeatedly pop from stack and add to y each operator on the top of the stack until a left parenthesis is encountered. Then means what will happen? Whenever you get this thing, you have to take all the element. You have to take all the element until you reach this first bracket or the initial, the opening parenthesis. Fine. So you have to pop up what? This star. This star will be popped up and this opening parenthesis will be popped up. Okay, the star will be popped up. So A, B, C, A, B, star, C. Fine. Now this plus. So AB star, then plus operand will be then push it to the stack, push it into the stack. Whenever you getting the C, then again AB star C. And whenever you get the closing bracket, what you have to do? You have to pop up all the element until and unless you are getting some opening parenthesis. Okay, here in case of this this dollar sign, you can take the parenthesis also. Fine. Now you can see the program. Okay, so in case of program, what you need to take first? Initially, what should be your input? First tell me, what should be your input? The expression. The expression you need to take. So first, I am considering this example like A plus B A plus B star C. Fine. So I am considering this example. So this is my expression. So whenever I am taking this thing, what will happen? If suppose I am giving this bracket over here because I have to give this into the bracket. So I have expression in the beforehand, we have to give the bracket, and at the end also we have to provide a bracket. Now, where is the main? So int main, the character expression, we need to take the expression over here. Can a percentage expression? Fine. Any question? Okay, so first you need to take the expression. Fine. Now we need to fetch one by one. You need to fetch one by one the character and check each and every character. and each character will be means each character have different operations. Like for I equal to 0, expression until and unless we are getting the null character, means that is the end of the character, okay, end of the string. Then we are taking each and expression, each and every expression. So if is alphanumeric, means either it can be A, B, C, D, or it can be alphanumeric, means 1, 2, 3 in this manner. If it is alphanumeric, then it will be directly printed. If it will be directly printed. So initially we get A, so it is directly printed. It is directly printed. Fine. Now okay, so A, suppose here we are considering A and is alphanumeric percentage C, then it will directly print A. Fine. Now if else if we are getting the opening braces, then push into the stack, then push it into the stack. So if we are getting any opening bracket, then it will be pushed into the stack. Else if whenever we are getting some closing bracket, what we have to do? We have already know that whenever we are getting any closing bracket, then we have to pop up all the elements until and unless we are getting the opening bracket. Fine. So E equal to if closing bracket x equal to popped up until and unless we are getting any opening bracket. All the elements will be popped up and printed into the and it will be printed into the screen. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? Else, while priority of the stack, otherwise this operator means here we are considering three situations. One is this ABCD, another is this opening parenthesis and the closing parenthesis. Now we are considering any operator over here. Else what we will considering what? Else what we will considering the operators. So in case of operators, we need to check the priority. If the priority of this element of the priority of this operator is higher than the previously entered operator, then we have to pop the previously entered operator, okay, and push it into the stack in the new operator, okay. So that will be given here. Fine. So the plus, whenever we are getting some operator, we need to do what? We need to do not the priority is basically there is no such the previous there is in previous there is no such operator is there, so it directly push the element into the stack. So plus is over here. And B, now next is whenever you are getting B, so you are getting B directly printed into the screen. But whenever you getting some star, here you are getting star. So what is the value? The star has higher precedence than the plus. So we have to remove that from the stack. What I have said that the star, whenever you are inserting the star into the stack, you need to pop the plus from the stack because of this priority rule, because the plus has lower priority than that of the star. So AB plus, because plus will be popped out. Why? Because we are getting some higher priority operator. So star will be into this stack. Now star will be into this stack. Star will be pushed into this stack. Now we are getting C. So C will be directly printed. C will be, plus will be printed over here. Plus will be printed over here. And C will be directly printed. Now we are getting the closing bracket. So whenever we are getting any closing bracket, whenever we are getting any closing bracket, what will happen? We have to pop up all the elements present into the stack, means start. Okay. So first we'll do what? A plus B star C. Means for A, we are directly printing into the screen. Plus whenever we are getting, we are pushing into the stack. Now whenever we are getting B, you are printing. Whenever you are getting the star, you are getting the star having highest priority than that of the plus. So plus will be popped up, and the star will be inserted into the stack, and whenever you're getting C, it will directly printed, and when you are getting the right parenthesis, you are giving the star. If we give some bracket over here, then you can understand that. If you give some bracket over here, A plus B, then bracket, then you can better understood. Okay. So if we give some bracket, then it will directly paste out. Okay.
রাজস্থানের একটা ছিল 720 মধ্যে 654 পেয়ে গেছে চ্যালেঞ্জ করার পরে তো আমার রেজাল্ট ঠিক দেয়নি
Is there any problem?
কি করে ভুল হয় এই ধরনের রেজাল্ট
Bipasha ma'am, can you please tell me, is there any problem? Just tell me. Any question?
সন্ধ্যাবেলার মধ্যে করে নেবো বললাম তো করে নেবো
Okay. Okay, can I continue, or you need to get some more clarification, or is there any question? Please let me know.